Hey, welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Gaifus for Laifus. This is episode number 38, and joining me today, we have the lovable Chris, and joined by the third best Gaifus here, Daniel.
I've never been introduced as lovable or as above Daniel in any ranking. So
Listen,
double awesome.
I'm feeling it today. I'm vibing.
I like it.
It's vibe. It's Thursday. It is Thursday, my dudes.
The only time that I can clearly say that I'm better than Daniel at something is fantasy football sometimes, and Smash Bros. Definitely.
Oh yeah, and you know Daniel hates it every time.
Watch it. Listen to Gunner do that intro. I don't know if you've ever seen that video of Shannon Sharp, and he talks about how he was learning how to read. And he was like, I was in class, and the teacher's talking to this one kid, and she's like, it sounds like. And he's like, well, it sounds like Billy can't read. That's what it felt like listening to Gunner try to introduce me into this shit.
That is, you're an educator, dog. That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up.
If Billy can't read, Billy can't read, dog.
Fuck it. He ain't ever gonna learn, so fuck it. That's so evil. Listen. Well, I hope life's going well for all our listeners. I got a new cup, and it's Thursday, so let's get into it.
I'm pretty sure Gunner's like 10 in too, so
yeah, exactly. Starting off, anything we want to talk about? I know, Chris, you were getting into, what are we talking about? You're getting into Black Clover, or what was it that you were watching right now?
Black Clover. Still haven't seen
gotcha.
One episode. I'm watching right now. I'm watching The Great Pretender, peak. Spy Family, peak, and reading Demon Slayer manga because I couldn't fucking wait, and that is also peak.
That's good. Let's talk about Spy Family. So it looks like a bop. I keep seeing TikToks about it. I saw a couple trailers for it. It looks good. So what do you, going into it, how many episodes are out so far?
There are three, but and this one's for Raul, even though he's not here. I'm watching it dubbed with my students. So with my students, I like to do anime of the season anime with them. Like last season, we did Ranking of Kings. So we'll all watch it first time together in class. And so this season it's Spy Family. And Spy Family is the first anime, literally the first anime, where there has been a unanimous, I want to watch this amongst my students. And if that doesn't tell tales of how fucking amazing this damn show is, then I don't know what does. You literally get a bunch of angsty 12 and 13-year-olds in a classroom, and none of them will agree on fucking anything. But this time, they finally agree on something. And it's like, wow. It literally has cured classroom peace. So yeah, it's a peak anime. Fucking Anya must protect. She reminds me of Eri from My Hero, so must protect.
Always gotta protect the Eri, dog.
Yor is literal best girl. She's just a older and more calm Akame, but I mean, I'm only 2 episodes in, so we'll see. And then Lloyd what's his fucking code name? Twilight is
Lloyd
is like so hilarious, and like it's so like witty. The humor is witty, it's adorable, it's precious, it's got romance elements, which I'm all here for. It's literal peak, like anime of the season.
Okay, so 3 episodes in, out of 10, what do you give it right now?
I give it 1 adopted cute telepathic girl out of 10.
Very good. That's good ranking. That's good. That's a good number.
Yep.
That's what you're looking for. Well, that's sweet. That's sweet. I haven't watched it yet. I put it on the list, but it sounds like I have something to look forward to. So
I've even put Kaguya-sama on the back burner for this anime.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm gonna wait for Kaguya-sama to come like all out so I can just binge it.
It's nice.
Me and you have a shared love of that one, and I want to just watch it straight. So.
Yeah, it's real nice just to be able to watch it all at once, because that's kind of what I'm liking right now, because I'm so behind I'm not that behind in One Piece. I'm at the Dressrosa arc with
so good. How have you not just blown through that damn
well arc? I'm there, but because I know next is Wano, and I don't want to. And then I'm caught up.
You got Whole Cake Island after this.
Oh, okay. But Raul tells me I'm close, and I don't want to catch up and then have to wait on the weekly grind.
When he says close, that's like saying, oh, 700 years ago in the world's history. That sounds far away, but then when you look at it respectively, that's fucking close. No, you're fine. You got like 400 episodes to go, dude.
That makes me feel better. Because like I'm gonna tell you, man, the grind is rough, and especially some of those One Piece episodes, like shit will not happen for like 20 episodes.
That's why I just started reading it. I'm like, I'm just gonna read this shit.
You're like, fuck, I need it. I need it now.
Well, I was like here for the just chill, and then Raul spoiled the fucking Luffy drop, and I was like, well, the gauntlet's been thrown. Time to read this shit. So.
Yeah, that show was funny. For our listeners, that part of the episode did have to get cut out, but Raul did. Yeah, we had to cut it out. It was Jessica, my wife, Jessica was who edits the podcast. She was listening to it. It was funny. It was fucking, she had it on speaker and it was fucking hilarious, but she was like, this is too much. Like for the 12 viewers we got, they'll hate. Like if they're One Piece fans, they're gonna be so pissed.
Well, it's all Raul's family, and I swear the fucking Raul's bloodline just lives, eats, and breathes One Piece. So yeah, they're all One Piece or watchers.
But okay, so One Piece I'm good on. Spy Family 10 out of 10 with rice. Love it. Going on to what I've been watching is new Netflix anime, Kotaro Lives Alone. I know it's got a lot of hype.
Some of my students have been telling me to watch it.
Dude, listen, if you want a nice slice of life that also you want to like just start bawling uncontrollably.
I'm good. No thank you. Your Lie in April got me ruined for a little bit.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah, that's the one that you watched.
Yeah. Listen,
have we not talked about Your Lie on here?
No, well, I've talked about it, but not like with somebody else.
Oh, I don't even want to talk about it. It's gonna make me feel emotional. I'm good. Thank you though. I will say for the viewers, I'm sorry to cut the Kotaro rant. Kotaro, whatever his fucking name is. Sorry to cut the rant. But Your Lie in April, best anime ever. And I will die on that hill. All right, now we can move on.
All right, very good, very good. But Kotaro Lives Alone, quality. I recommend the first episode's pretty tame. Then once you get into about episode 3 is when shit really starts in the fan. Overall though, Jessica was very like, this looks weird, but then once she started watching it, she was like, she fell in love with it. I also fell in love with it. So if anybody out there is looking for a very good slice of life, I recommend it. Definitely. I'm enjoying every minute of it and I'm excited for it. This has been a good season so far. With Spy Family, with Kotaro Lives Alone. What else is released? I know there's a couple other ones, Daniel, that have been.
I actually picked this one up on a whim. It's called Danseur. Danseur, I think it's French. The last bit. Essentially, it is a ballet anime, animated by Studio Mappa.
Oh, if it's Mappa.
Yeah, I know.
Gotta be peak.
Basically, it's about this boy who becomes enamored with ballet, and then his dad's like, okay, like I'll support it, and then his dad dies, and then his uncle's like, you have to become man in the house now, and so it's about this boy. His name is Junpei, and it's him struggling with what does it mean to be masculine, and so he's like, well, I want to be a ballet dancer, but everyone's like, well, boys don't do ballet.
You know that. Sorry to interrupt, but that reminds me a lot of My Dress Up Darling, like those vibes of like.
Oh yeah,
you know.
This is a little more like for her it was like, this is weird. That little girl was like, "Dude, you're weird. Get the fuck out." But this one, like, he really does. He tells his friends, he's like, "I can't." So he kind of does like the High School Musical bit where he's like, "I can be in the talent show. I can do the play, but I can also play basketball." And eventually, like, he just can't do. It's doing too much. And then the girl that he's into, who invites him to be in ballet, which I'm very excited. I hope they somehow make it together. I feel it. You find out her cousin is like an elite ballet dancer, and so he goes to school, and I guess he is the son of an idol who has had some scandals. So they all fuck with him because he's the new kid, and so they kind of like try to like make fun of him because he's very dainty and like, you know, but he's like strong because he's a ballet dancer. Like ballet men are strong, even though people don't want to think about that.
Get those Sanji legs.
So yeah, so basically it re-inspires him to pick up ballet, and so it's about them preparing, at least right now, to do Swan Lake.
So are him and the cousin like rivals?
Yeah.
Or are they like, it's like a Naruto Sasuke kind of thing?
So one of the things you find out in ballet is so they cast you based on your abilities. It's not so much like, oh, this guy looks like he would be a good but we're like, well, okay, well, the role of this character requires this in terms of their athletic ability, so they have to align it. And so the star role is the prince of Swan Lake, the prince who falls in love with the princess, and then there's like an evil sorcerer who like turns her into the swan, and that's the whole thing. And so the cousin gets casted as the swan, and the kid who has, so he's not like ballet strong, but he's athletic because he does Jeet Kune Do, which is the famous Bruce Lee martial art.
No, that's fucking cool.
Yeah,
there you go, dude.
So he's athletic because of the martial arts, and so he's kind of, you know, like someone who's crossing over, and so he's cast as the prince. And so the cousin's like, oh, well, I'm much better than he is. Why are you casting him as the prince? It should be me. And so it turns into this whole thing, rivalry. So it's interesting. I like it. I like that it's discussing about masculinity. And obviously Studio Mappa just fucking kills it every time. What else am I watching? I'm watching that. I'm watching Science Types Fell in Love, so we try to prove it. That one I like. That one's just a science anime. It's about two scientists who fall in love and they declare their love for each other, but they say that they cannot just make statements without evidence. So the whole premise is them using science to quantify their love for each other.
You told me about this one. This one sounds cute.
It is really cute because they try to like kiss, and like they add all these values, like, oh, you gotta kiss, like it has to be at the highest value, so it's like a sunset on the beach, and so they try and set all these experiments up, but like love doesn't work that way. So it's kind of funny seeing them like
try to figure it out. Yeah, there's actually, you know, it's funny that you mentioned that. I was listening to NPR the other day, and they had
NPR.
Yeah, dude, National Public Radio, dog.
Well, also after he had his nice newspaper and his cup of coffee.
Dude, I started up the
3 a.m. fucking urinal movement.
Listen, dog, I started up the
prune juice, kids.
Start up the Model T, you know, it was on a Sunday stroll, listening to NPR. But no, anyways, what I was gonna say was they had a story.
Gave his wife the old 1-2 buckle my shoe because she didn't have dinner on time.
Listen, if I don't get my Cosmo in my hands by 5 o'clock, I'm pissed. I'm livid.
See, people get mad, but then they watch Mad Men for 6 seasons, and you know they're okay with that. So.
You don't understand true anger until you film Mad Men.
It's the Dinkelberg of their time.
Exactly. So, anyways, back on topic. I was listening to NPR, and they had a story, and it was these two scientists, and one was doing a study on love and like relationships and stuff like that, and another one was doing a study on how like being single, like how that affects the human body. Pretty much through their studies they got to meet each other, and they were both like single scientists, and they actually fell in love.
Oh, that's cool.
Because of the science of love.
Yeah,
so it's true out there.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's also cool, like like if you like the science, they do the scientific method, and so there's a little like bear character comes out dressed as like a scientist and explains like the scientific method.
Got you.
Like charts, and so if you remember stats class, that's what it's like. And then my last one is, besides Spy Family, but Chris covered that, is Love After World Domination. So it's if a Power Ranger and the villain of the Power Rangers fell in love.
Oh yeah, I've seen this one, and I remember you telling me about this. Yeah.
I fucking love it. I mean, I grew up a big Power Rangers fan as a kid. Gotcha. I mean, I think I showed Chris the intro when we were at the gym once.
Yeah, it looks hot.
Everyone in the so they do that. Everyone in the intro is attractive.
Yeah.
The Yellow Ranger changed my. I was like, oh, okay.
They're just fucking constantly.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but they're all like high school students, so it's kind of funny.
Take
but
that
you know,
back.
but it falls in line with like the original Power Rangers, like how they were all like, I saved the world, or I saved like the rainforest, or I recycle and shit. But basically, these two, the main, or she's like called like Skull Reaper, Miss Skull Reaper. And
that's a metal ass name, Miss Skull Reaper. Fuck.
So she falls in love with the main Power Ranger, and each season of Power Rangers has a theme. So theirs is they are the Gelato Rangers.
The Gelato Ranger.
So all their shit's based off of fruit and like dairy.
That's so funny.
So like in each like Power Ranger has a weapon in traditional Power Rangers. And his is like the power of like I think he says like the sweetness of red, like my strawberry like Lancer or some shit like that. And I'm like, oh, so everyone has these little like Power Ranger based or fruit gelato based power or like weapons and stuff. It's kind of funny. But yeah, that's all the stuff I've watched. Other than that, I've been reading a lot of manga. Black Clover.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Black Clover. Let's get into it. So, from what I hear, Black Clover is finally on a hiatus.
Yes.
After how many chapters?
331.
Goddamn, that's commitment, dog.
It is, and the homeboy ended that shit like fantastic, dude. Oh man, I mean, I don't know if you want to know. Chris knows, so it wouldn't be spoilers, but it'd be spoilers for our fans if you have not.
Listen, don't get into it, but just like on the scale of like scale of like 1 to like Sasuke betraying the Hidden Leaf Village and joining up with Orochimaru, where would you put it?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's been better like twists than Sasuke betraying because he was so angry. This one is. Chris might disagree with me on this because like I said, I told him, but this is like the shonen equivalent of like when you find out Bertolt and Reiner are the bad guys.
Oh fuck!
I don't know. That was a reveal, dude.
Well, okay, if you follow, the only reason I'm saying that is because in shonen there's not like super big like I'm the bad guy the whole. Because that's okay. I'm just gonna fucking say it because I can't say it without getting around.
We could bleep it out. We could bleep it out. Holy fuck, that's a lot. I can't. Oh my god, I just had a lot to imp.
I don't watch Black Clover, but when Daniel told me in the gym, I was like, nah.
But yeah, so when Black Clover, dude, is that twist had me. I was on skates, emotionally, mentally. When I texted you and Raul about it, that's what I was talking about. When I was like, dude, I am in a lot of feelings right now.
That's fucking wild, dude. I can't even imagine what's gonna come next. And they said 3 months they're gonna take. Dude, you know manga sales are gonna be fucking off the charts. No one's gonna be able to get that.
And I'm excited.
Jesus Christ. All right, you want to give?
Chris actually can read.
Oh, hopefully, Chris, you didn't catch the fuck up on everything, dog. I swear to God.
I have the first 2 chapters.
You fucking teach an anime class. How the fuck are you not caught up on everything? You fucking rat bastard. Jesus Christ. Well, that was wild. That was a wild.
What is our other topic? Because I want to ask you guys if that's okay, Gunner. What was the other thing we want to talk about?
We just go straight into what you want to talk about. It's all good. This is a loosey goosey session, so keep it nice.
What is the greatest plot twist you guys have ever experienced
in an anime?
In anything?
In anything?
Anything in any form of entertainment.
Biggest plot twist in anime
that just had you like debated, peak like on skates, didn't know where you were at.
Well,
yelling, I can't see.
We were just talking about, and again, this is spoilers for FullMetal Alchemist, so skip ahead if you don't want to hear it.
Bruh, I can't skip ahead a live discussion.
Oh wait, are you not caught up?
No, he hasn't finished.
I just finished where Les dies.
Oh,
is this before? Is this when Fury?
Do you know who Raph is?
Nope.
Yeah.
You know about the Fury?
Wait,
Oh,
Wrath? Oh,
yeah.
the Fury?
Yeah.
I know the Fury.
Okay, cool. Then you're good. Yeah. So, yeah, when you find out the Fury is a homunculi, I felt like that was a really good plot twist. Because
Oh,
you know,
good.
yeah, because like he's like at that point you're like he's the head of the government trying to stop them like that. You're fucked, dog.
It turned out it was me I was looking for the whole time.
That was a good plot twist.
Oh, Chris knows the one for me. Not Final Fantasy, Fire Emblem, Three Houses.
Which one?
Edelgard.
Oh yeah,
Bruh. I was so
that was a pretty good one.
I was so upset.
Yeah, that Fire Emblem one was pretty fucking good. I think for me, it'd probably either be the Reiner Bertold reveal.
Oh, that was a good reveal.
Or Persona 5. This is P5R. Spoilers for anyone. Maruki being the final, like the bad guy at the end. The psychologist.
I mean, we all really was that like not seeing a mile away.
It wasn't for me. Yeah, I'm either blind or it was pretty good. I thought it was good. I liked it. I liked that review.
Oh, you know what one got me? This is really random. Is I don't know if you guys play Modern Warfare 2.
A little bit. I don't know if I played the story. I definitely played the multiplayer.
Story, it's been so long.
The story is so you are was it Roach? You start off as a guy whose name's Sergeant. His code name's Roach, and you're part of like this elite squad. And then you find out the general you're working for is the bad guy.
Yep.
And the way you find out is your character like finishes the mission, and then you get shot in the head.
Yep.
And you're just like, what?
That one was a good one.
And then they just throw your body in the pit, and then they shoot you again, and that's it. And then they're like, all right, you're on their new character now, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yep.
How's it going?
I've seen that cutscene, like
because they kill a ghost too, and that's like a big. Everyone's like, ghost is so fucking cool.
I love Ghost. Speaking of that, do you guys know that you can be Snoop Dogg in Call of Duty Warzone now?
Yes, we can.
That's a good pickup. I'm definitely gonna.
I told Chris before you logged on. The new punishment in Call of Duty if you're a cheater is you cannot see players, so you can play, but you can't see people, but they can all see you. So you run around blind, and then you just die randomly. Like that's what happens.
That's fucking hilarious. You know what? I have to say, Warzone, like the game's kind of like. You know, sometimes I have fun. A lot of times I feel like it's just a big microtransaction thing. But I do have to say the way they handle their cheaters and their anti-cheating software is so fucking hilarious. Because before this, what they had was if the system caught you cheating, what it would do was it would make it so all the weapons that you had did no damage. So like people would get hit markers and stuff, but they just wouldn't die. And so if you were cheating, and so that way, so people that weren't cheating, they would be getting shot at, and you know, you kind of see which direction you're getting shot at, but they just wouldn't go down, and then they would take down the cheaters. That shit was fucking hilarious.
I think you gotta appropriately punish people for cheating.
Well, I think, you know, and that's the big thing, and like, because you know, cheating is so prevalent, especially in these multiplayer shooters. So fucking prevalent. So coming up with very unique ways of punishing cheaters that is also, you know, that also is something that, like, you know, we could feel like, you know, I'm really like happy this is how they handle it, because a lot of times I feel like cheating you know, you can handle it very improperly to where like it's like a temp band, like, oh, you're banned for 30 minutes or some shit like that, or it's like, oh, you just got to make another sock account and you're chilling, like, you know, it really does,
like Twitch views being the main.
Yeah, exactly, because like no one wants to watch the dude like go 0-15. Everyone wants to watch him get like the 30 kill streak and shit like that, you know.
Sorry, continue.
No, go for it. Go for it.
I was gonna say, Chris, have there been instances of cheating in the fighting game community? Like, how would you cheat at a tournament? What's the move?
I mean, I don't know if this is so much cheating or trolling, but in Smash, there have been instances where people have been fucking with the launch rate of like the settings. So normal launch rate is supposed to be just like 100, right? Where you get to a certain amount and then a move will kill or hit and it kills you, right? Like anything. Okay. So people have been messing with it where people basically live longer, and that messes with like moves and kills and whatnot, and it's robbed a couple of people at tournaments. But because the way that tournaments are ran, right, unless the issue is brought up, I think there's like a certain time limit after the issue's brought up, they can't replay the game, or they can't replay the match. So the person could have gotten robbed. I know there was a really famous one with, I think it was Riddles, who is like the traditional fighter player in Smash. He's a Kazuya Terry main.
Oh, okay.
And he was like playing, I think it was like top 16 or top 8 at some tournament or something like that. And someone had messed with it to where it was harder to kill each other. And Kazuya is all about 0 to deaths. Like that's his shtick, is if you get a grab, then you down grab or you down throw into electric, into drag down nair, it's a combo, right? And it's literally a 0 to death. And it didn't kill the person because it messed with the thing, and the guy came back and won.
Oh, that's awkward.
Yeah. So it's I don't know if that's cheating or trolling, because the person didn't do it. Like the other person didn't do it.
Oh, so like someone before they fought fucked with it? Oh, okay. So it wasn't it was neither fight.
Right.
Yeah, okay. So that's so it's on that should be on the
it's the TOs.
TOs, definitely.
But for cheating for fighting games, you can't really, unless it's an online event, because then you can like live switch and shit. But no, you can't really cheat too much.
All right, there hasn't been too many famous cases of cheating in fighting tournament. Well, I know there's a lot of cheating in like CS:GO, and then like League of Legends and those competitive. I know one of the most infinite file.exe. I don't know if you guys have heard of that one before.
What's this?
So I believe it was a CS:GO player. I forget the name of the player. I'm looking it up right now, but pretty much the premise was that they were playing like it was a competitive they were playing a competitive shooter. I believe it was CS:GO that they were playing. Oh, it was word.exe. They were playing like a competitive shooter. I'm pretty sure it was CS:GO. I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, they were playing CS:GO, and what this dude he had all his cheats that would allow him to like lock on and do like headlocks onto people as they're coming through. And how he hid them on his computer was that he just he renamed the folder that the cheats were under. He just named it as word.exe. And so there's a point where like the moderators are looking, because like the other team is like saying like, they're accusing them of cheating, and so they're checking everyone's computers and stuff to see what of the files, and you see them going through the files, and you see them clicking on this word.exe file, and you see him like trying to push the moderators aside so he could rapidly.
He was like an Indian guy, right, or something?
Yeah. He was trying to look up his name right now, but he was a real, and he made like big money, like and this was like super at the really height of like CS:GO. Like I know CS:GO competitively is still pretty popular, but this was like when it was getting super crazy, and they were at a big tournament. Oh, his name was Forsaken. And so there's a video of him, and he's at the competition, and the moderators are looking at the file, and you see he's trying to push the moderators off so he can delete the file. So the moderators have to pull him off the computer and like have to like swat his hands away so they can actually like confirm, and then they catch him cheating, and they get his whole team gets DQ'd. He gets a bunch of penalties.
Because I think his team didn't know that he was cheating.
No, his team didn't know. He was just doing it. Well, that's the thing with a lot, and a lot of these shooters, like competitive shooters, like even like Fortnite and stuff like that, when they have like in-person competitions and stuff, you find out that there are a lot of people that are cheating, and like you said, it's for the Twitch streams. The biggest one that's coming to my head was there's one, and it was a bunch of console players, right? And there was like a really like pretty much what you could do is you could get these files that downloaded onto your computer. So when you used a controller onto your computer, it would allow you to pretty much like auto lock onto people and get like instant headshots and shit. And so these people that were like controller users that were placing like top 20 best Fortnite players in the world, right? All of a sudden they bring them into an in-person tournament where they're given like tournament like stuff. They can't bring any of their own stuff, none of their, they can't cheat. And all of a sudden these like world's best players can't even fucking make it through like semifinals, and they're like fucking bottom tier games, just fucking shit on.
Tough, dude.
Yeah, so it's wild out there. So definitely, if you get fucked up in a competitive shooter,
this is hacks.
It's always hacks. That's what I like to. That's what I say. And you know what? It makes me feel better. So we can do one final topic. Anything we want to bitch about since we're here? Maybe Chris has got a terrible take for us.
Well, he said yours and less edgy Akame.
Yours is definitely less edgy.
Which is a stupid fucking take.
They look literally the same.
No, they don't.
Yeah. You also sound like you're in the toilet.
You're in the toilet. No, they look literally the same.
There you go.
No, his opinions are in the toilet.
That's what I was thinking. That's a good one.
You don't even know who Yor is. Look at Yor. Look up Yor, and don't tell me she don't look like a comic.
Her name's Yor. Like
yes.
Oh, let me hold on. Actually, speaking. Okay, well, this will be the last segment. So for those of you who do not know, we are now on Twitter. I haven't tweeted anything out yet, but we now follow the app with the bird, and we're waiting for the boy Elon Musk to fuck us all over.
Any day,
Elon,
any day.
Elon, if you are listening, verify, please.
Appreciate it.
Yep, Elon, if you like any anime at any point,
come on, do it for the memes, dog. Do it for the memes.
For the cat girls.
Yeah. Verify for the cat girls. Love it.
There was a tweet. It was under like the anime thing, and it was like, what's a show that was promising but just like fizzled out? And someone legit said like, I think this is trolling, but they legit said Spy Family.
Just started.
It was like Attack on Titan. It was like weird shit. It was like
What?
Attack on Titan. Let me see if I can find it. I had it and I got excited and I fucking lost it. But let me try and find it. But yeah, a Spy Family was on there.
And Attack on Titan said fizzled out.
What else is there?
But you find out that Aaron's the bad guy. It's like, what's the point, though?
Why are we here?
Is there tag Chris's corner? Because that sounds like some stupid shit.
Oh, that would be a good one. At Chris's corner. Damn.
I'm looking. While we're here and I'm awkwardly killing time, 8 more months, Baldur's Gate 3, 2023, baby.
Hey, Baldur's Gate 3. That's gonna be it, dog. That's like Jessica is a big Baldur's Gate fan, so she's gonna definitely. I think she has the beta. I'm looking at her, but she's on her phone. She can't hear me right now. She's in a different world. So that will be exciting. That will be a lot of fun. We'll definitely We'll all have to make a Baldur's Gate character and see how far we make it. Hopefully past chapter 1.
Someone tweeted who wants to watch this with me, which is my stepsister is my ex-girlfriend.
That's weird. Why do we need that in the world?
Because it gets it talking. It gets the views.
I would rather watch Boruto than that. Like, what the fuck, dog? And Boruto fucking sucks.
I like that Boruto's weird.
Dog, it's literally, and I said this before, I'm gonna say it again. Boruto is like the Fast and Furious of anime. It is to the point where shit is just so ridiculous that I'm just like, what the fuck? This is stupid. I don't want to be here no more.
I want to believe him. I think the manga, sadly, just like everybody else, I think the manga's a lot better than
the anime.
Yeah.
Listen, because I tried with the anime. I really did. I gave it because Naruto is the shit, dude. Shippuden fucking slapped.
All right, here we go. We'll end it on this note. Say something nice about a video game you didn't like. Tweeted by PlayStation.
Say something nice about a video game that you didn't like. Mass Effect has a lot of fans. That's something nice. Game is trash.
The first one for sure. Gameplay is not fun.
Literally so boring, bro.
That's a good question. I'm looking at my library now. I'm trying to think of
waste
game.
of $60 I've ever spent in my life.
Okay.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Dude, you have if you spent.
Yep. Here's the second.
You have two more games.
Yeah, no. Here's the second part. Here's the second. Okay, so I said my Mass Effect take. Now, Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl was a good idea in theory, and the hype was so real. I fucking pre-ordered it. Biggest letdown.
I can't believe you did. You're such a bitch, dude. Like,
biggest letdown.
Listen, if they would have done it right, Nickelodeon's All-Star Brawl, like that would have been the next game, dog. Imagine like if it was semi-competent, like compared to like Smash Bros.
Yes.
Dude, like it doesn't even have to be all the way, but if it just was like a game, like if they just had a solid formula and it just played tight, like it doesn't need to be the next, like it doesn't need to surpass Smash Bros. As long as it's at least tight, so that way in a competitive way, it could take off. That game would have fucking been it. Imagine because people love SpongeBob. People love these classic Nicktoons, like, you know, all-star characters.
Yes.
Like Reptar. Like imagine fucking like it's like the same thing, like go playing, like why do you fucking play Ganondorf in Smash Bros? You don't play Ganondorf because
you like killing people at 40%.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why you play fucking Reptar. He's fucking Reptar.
Okay,
he's
Reptar,
the shit,
bro. What the fuck? Why am I gonna be SpongeBob?
You're not gonna be SpongeBob. You're gonna be Patrick, because Patrick is he's beefy boy. All right.
He's beefy boy.
Beefy boy.
All right. I like to say Outriders, the video game, was visually really good. Liked it. I don't know if it got better. I kind of dropped it.
Yeah, we really did though.
We really did. It was bad. It was bad. I paid full price for that.
I bought the game. I haven't touched it.
It's been a minute. I know. I've been so bad. You know what though? I was talking to these kids and I was trying to talk to them about I was like, oh, so you guys playing like Elden Ring or like what are you guys playing? And they're like, we don't have money for games. And I was like, I kind of forget that like when I forget that the struggle. And I was thinking about back when I was a kid having I remember buying Skyrim. I bought Skyrim off my buddy. I bought his used copy for $10 and I had to haggle him for $10 because all I had was $10. And like I remember that, and I kind of forget now that I'm an adult, that I have adult money and I can just, if I want something, I can just get it.
Yeah, dude, I'm right there the same way, man. I remember growing up, I played MLB like when it was a 2K game. I played MLB 2K10 and in 2014. That's how fucking far back I was on these.
Like, oh man, my dynasty's killing you right now, guys.
I remember going to GameStop and you know the fucking shitty ass bargain, like the 3 for $10 games that you could get. I remember like deep diving that shit because like all I had was like $10 and I'm like, I gotta make this shit last. So yeah, it was just surprising because I was like, I kind of forget. I gotta humble myself a little bit and remember that, you know what, I didn't used to have all this disposable income.
All right, I got my take.
All right, let's hear it.
This is about a nice thing about. I think it probably would go to what the fuck, to Outriders as well. On paper was super cool. Destiny. I wanted to like Destiny so much. I really did.
You didn't like Destiny?
Dude, I have no friends to play that shit with, so I bought the game and I'm like, okay, well, I'm farming by myself, and now I fucking hate myself.
It definitely, you do have to have friends to play Destiny.
Hey,
Like,
Destiny is a good MMO game.
and joining us for the last segment of the Gaifus for Laifus podcast is the boy Raul.
Raul has joined us.
And Raul, I have the most important question for you for the night.
Well, I 100% agree with what Daniel just said. I loved Destiny. I used to play that game for 8 hours a day. I was in a guild. I had a clan. Shit was popping. And then everyone stopped playing. And that game sucked.
Yep. That game is not fun if you don't have friends that play it.
100%. So
the question before it was say something nice about a video game you don't like. Tweeted by PlayStation.
That's a good question. Like I gotta say, that's a pretty good. That's a really good PlayStation tweet. I have to, yeah. It may really. That's a really good one too, because I really don't think about the games I hate. You know what I mean? That's why I had to go through my Steam library and really look and see. If I can say another one, Uno on the Steam store fucking sucked. I hated that shit.
You had to say something nice about it.
Oh yeah. It was nice that I didn't have to buy the physical copy of Uno. But digitally it fucking sucked. I hated it.
I you know what? I'm gonna put that under the list of games I didn't think would receive any hate because who the fuck hates Uno?
Doug, do you remember during COVID, like during the when we were in the lockdown and like Uno was just tweeting out like the official rules for Uno, and they're like, listen, we all know you've been playing this game wrong for years, but this is how actually you're supposed to play it. And like the rules they were tweeting out were like making the game like less fun.
You know damn well that no one followed that.
Yeah. But I remember
I literally play a new version of Uno every time I play with a new fucking group of friends. Like one group of friends will be like, oh yeah, you get to play after you draw 4. Nah, you don't get to play after you draw 4. But you have to keep drawing until you find the card. You only have to draw once. Dude, I literally don't know what the fucking rules are anymore.
Nobody does. You know what though? That is kind of like a culture.
Establish house rules. It's like D&D. It's like D&D. This is a weird segue, but it's like D&D. You gotta have your like a set of rules you all agree on.
All right, Raul, close it up. Close it up for the night. Let's hear your take.
To that first question. Say something nice about your game you don't like.
Yeah.
I hate Fortnite. I was never into Fortnite. I jumped on when it first came out. It was whack. I couldn't get into it. You know, everyone I knew was into it. But I will say their collabs, their skins, like the events that Fortnite holds, like actual content coming out. That's kind of cool.
Is One Piece actually going into Fortnite?
Zoro confirmed gonna be in One Piece.
Can you imagine?
You can pick up
with
the
fucking Glock, dude.
That's what I'm saying. They have some sick characters.
Zoro just putting it down with a pump action shotgun, dude.
Bro, I have a Chun-Li poster up on my wall in my classroom. And my students went up and were like, "Isn't that girl in Fortnite?" And I really wanted to backhand them. Like,
they got freaking Spider-Man in there,
dude. They got the whole Naruto crew, dog.
You see what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, dude. I have to say, the collabs are
they do pull somehow.
Like,
they do pull.
They do good.
They really do though.
But then every once in a while, then they do like the Black History Appreciation Month event, and then
you get to shoot each other's MLK.
Well, no. So what it was, they disabled guns.
The monkey.
Yeah. So they disabled guns, but what they didn't disable was because they had a deal with DC. They couldn't disable the DC emotes, and one of the DC emotes was Catwoman's whip. So people were whipping each other, like during the Black History Month, like Martin Luther King, like they're like in the whole exhibit thing that they made, which. Like honestly, it was a weird thing. I kind of thought it was like it in theory, good. It was like it could have been a cool idea, but
Oh,
It
but
really,
they
it
forget
really,
how
it really
toxic
fucked
11-year-olds.
Dude, they really fucked it up so bad. They should have just disabled everything. Like it just like
They literally should not have had
Yeah.
anything. If you're going into that exhibit, you
Yeah,
literally
it
going
should-
there for the exhibit.
Yeah, they
and
should have made it
nothing
like
else.
it should have been like first person. You walk through, get to walk like it would have, but
Yeah,
they fucked it up. They fucked it up.
Didn't
It
they
was-
also have like monkey costumes or something like that going through?
I
There's, like,
think,
monkey
I
dance
think,
or
yeah,
something.
I think
Yeah.
that was also it, dude. It shows wild. It shows wild.
I read a story. Speaking of like MOK, I read a story this morning. There is a teacher who is in trouble, getting reprimanded because they were talking about the Reconstruction era and post Civil War and whatnot. And there was a teacher that brought in a freaking thing of cotton to show how hard it was to pick cotton for like the students, and she's getting reprimanded for that. And I was like, I don't know, it seems
That's
like
whack. I'm on teacher side. That's
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was
Yeah.
like. I don't see what's wrong with that. It seems like a really good lesson to me, but
That's stupid.
What's the school board saying? Like they're like
it didn't say where the school
Listen.
was, but I'm just gonna assume it was.
It was in
fucking middle
it-
of Texas. or
it was
something like that.
Texas. It was Texas. We
Texas
all
or
know it.
Florida, one of the two.
Listen, we don't have to get political because I can see this going down a really big rabbit hole.
Yeah,
I know we're all just.
that's true.
And that's
This is
how
true.
it is.
Yeah, we'll cut it there. We'll
But-
cut it there.
But
Man, I
but
was gonna say something. Okay, so you guys were talking about video games, and so there's this collegiate team. I think it's Call of Duty. They have their collegiate team compete, and there's this viral clip out of this one kid in particular, who at the end of their match, in competition, stands up, rips his headphones off. He goes, "Who's the manager?" He says, "You sent 2 teams to come to this competition just to get like fucked by me." Like he was straight up like, "I shit on you guys. Get the fuck out of here." Like he was like cussing out these
That's
kids.
peak
right?
Call of Duty shit, dude.
And he's just, I mean, like, you know, gamers, they're just, normal guys.
yeah.
He's just this little kid just standing up screaming at people. So hold on. The college kicked him out of the team.
Oh,
It went so viral of him just being kind
Just
of
like-
Being an
just an
ass.
asshole. Just an asshole. Yeah.
and everyone's like, it's competitive. Like you get worked up. Like
Yeah.
there was no reason for him to get kicked out, but
I think there's two sides of the coin. Like, yes, I love the good trash talk, but you're also like promoting an image kind of thing.
Because it's kind of like in
Oh.
football, right? Like in football, like
yeah,
like
You can
the
also
players
get
can
ejected.
you get ejected for that shit. So it's kind of
Yeah.
similar. Like you get like there should be a fine line between like you should get a right, like if you win, you
Yeah.
should get
Yeah.
you get to hype it up, but to a point where you're like fucking
he was just straight
getting all crazy.
screaming at
Yeah,
them,
wait,
like,
we're
yo,
getting all
yeah,
crazy,
it was
like
bad.
Yeah, it's
Maybe-
just when does the pop off become too much? in my
Yeah.
opinion?
yeah, because maybe if he just like screamed and ripped his shirt, maybe that would have been cool.
Yeah, that would have been enough.
That would
you
have
know,
like a
when you-
soccer
He
celebration.
When you-
legit said, "Who is
It's the manager.
who's the manager on your team?"
I love that. That's a
Jesus.
good insult.
That was a good
Like,
insult. And
Who
then it,
brought
and then
you
it, and then he,
fuckers into this?
and then
That's a
it,
good
and then it went
insult.
downhill, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think you
Okay.
should just left it at that. Who's the manager on your team? Like what the fuck? And then that's it. I think that's where it should have stopped. Once you get past that, and you start like just
Yeah.
insulting,
Just
for no
going, just
reason,
shitting the
I
shit.
think
Yeah.
I think that it's like okay,
and once the first scream starts, like the other side starts screaming
Yeah,
back, and then like
everyone's getting
the
all
rest of your
crazy.
team starts
It's
screaming.
classic
so you
high
have-
school, middle school shit, dude. When
Yeah,
someone
bro.
instigates, someone's got to say something back, and then
Yeah.
it just escalates until like someone throws a punch, and you're like, fuck.
yeah, and you're like, bro.
Gladly there was a row of colorful RGB PCs in between both teams, so no fighting happened.
It doesn't matter how mad you get, that shit expensive.
You're not touching the
Yeah,
PC.
yeah, don't touch it. Listen, you know how hard it is to get a graphics card right now? We're not touching that shit.
Dude, I saw
Definitely.
that. I was like googling really fast. I watched YouTube video on like how to like PC builds and stuff like
Mhm.
that. And this guy was breaking down like, oh, if you want this like model and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, let me just see what the new, because I keep getting ads for them on Amazon, the graphics cards, and it's the white Nvidia ones. I
Mhm.
forget, they're like the 3050s or some shit for $2,000, and I'm like, well,
Nah.
I'm cool.
Don't do
I'm
that.
gonna just
No.
I'm gonna get a
aftermarket.
Yeah,
squirrel.
it's all aftermarket. It's all
I'm
aftermarket.
gonna get a little gerbil, and that bitch is gonna run in that fucking plastic case, and
Yeah.
that's how I power this shit.
My favorite thing to say in like any games where there's an alt chat where it takes too long to load in, like a league, I'll just type in alt
Toaster.
chat, yo, whose fucking hamster died? Like,
Oh.
That's funny. All right. Well, Raul, thank you for joining us. That was a good last. You really. It didn't feel like a podcast unless Raul was there. So
true. I don't. There's no one here to yell at me if I say something stupid. Like,
That's true.
Wait, hold on, really fast. I know we're supposed to go, but Raw. So
Yep.
how much of did you? We talked about Black Clover.
Oh, dude. Okay. I don't want to hear nothing.
Oh.
I saw it on TikTok. And I
Tough, bro.
Dog,
don't want to spoil it for anybody else.
Did you see the spoilers?
I saw one particular spoiler. You know what? I'm reading Jujutsu right now.
Oh, where you went? Wait, okay, we'll talk about this outside.
Yes. So I'm reading Jujutsu. I'm planning on reading Demon Slayer.
oh, read it. It's so peak.
And then after that, I think I'm gonna read
Black Clover.
Black Clover because I've caught up on One Piece. So I
It's
think
not
those
bad.
are-
It's only
those
a
are-
200. It's at chapter 280, so you just need to read 50. And if you read them quick, then you can burn through it pretty fast.
So I'm excited. Reading's cool, and it's actually a lot of fun. Like,
Reading is cool.
and like cool,
I'm
and like it's
putting
like it's
that-
all
I'm
right.
putting that on a poster.
No. Like
Reading
reading is
is
like all
cool.
right. It's okay.
That's
Life
right.
is for life. Reading is cool.
So I actually this is my first experience like reading a manga and then getting to watch it happen.
Oh,
And,
and
like-
it's fucking dope, right?
Like I'm sitting there like I forgot this happened. This is cool animated, right? But at the same time I'm thinking like, oh, this has to happen next. Oh, this is coming up, and like I don't know if it's the same experience like watching it fresh because I know what's gonna happen, but it's really enjoyable to like sit and see the animators bring the pages to life. Because when you read it, it doesn't have the same effect. But that's just my thing.
No, I
But
agree.
it's a good little journey because like when you're reading a manga, you're like almost an arc ahead most times of what actually happens when you're watching. So it's like a good like refresher to just go back and watch it like almost like for the first time again.
Yeah, I had the same experience with Soul Eater because I read Soul Eater before I watched it.
Soul Eater's
And-
fire, dude. The manga is so fucking good.
Fire manga's good. You see, but that's the thing. I didn't finish the manga because then I started watching the anime. And I was like, this shit's great, and then it fucked up. So that one fucked me up. But in the beginning, shit was beautiful.
I found the tweet.
Oh,
what's an anime that started promising but turned out to be garbage?
Okay, well, let's save it. Let's save it for next one.
I just want to say for everyone that's here, someone tweeted out a list.
All right.
My hero. Wait, let me just leave
Yeah, say it, and we'll respond to it next episode.
My heroes on this. Violet Evergarden is on this list. To Your Eternity. And then Overlord Gunner.
Okay, I got some.
This list is trash. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, actually, we won't
Find out next episode.
Yeah, we'll find out next episode, but it's terrible. It's dog shit. All right. Well, thank you so much. If you've listened up to this point, thank you so much for listening. We appreciate it. Leave us a like, leave us a comment on whatever platform you're listening to. You can also follow us on Instagram, and now you can follow us on Twitter. You can
Shout
also
out Elon Musk.
shout out Elon Musk.
Then
Verify.
there's Teslas.
Verify.
Yeah, verify.
Reading is cool.
It's cool. Per roll. You can send us an email at gaifusforlaifus@gmail.com. And again, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And we will see you guys. We'll see you guys in the next one. Raul, Daniel, Chris, any last comments?
Your lie in April is the greatest thing in the world.
Happy Asian Heritage Month. It's
Happy
coming up.
Asian Heritage Month coming up.
Most of our followers, I'm sure, are.
Word?
Oh,
Reading is cool.
It's cool. Well, I get it.
I
You know.
redact my statement.
Yeah, redact. Yeah.
It's like a scary movie. Lose the hood. We're in the hood. Lose the hood. Thank you for those of you who have, followed us on Instagram. It's been a lot of fun talking.
Instagram's popping off and
talking to a couple podcasts. I don't know if we'll ever get this and get him out there, but I want to do a shout out to one of the guys that I've been talking to on Instagram. His podcast, with our 70 followers, is RGAP. It's an acronym for it. The Rayshawn Gadsden Anime Podcast. We've been talking a little bit back and forth, and he's been liking a lot of our stuff. So I just want to do a little shout out to him if we ever get the opportunity to, do it. Yeah. But I've talked with him about the Black Clover stuff. He talks a little bit about like anime, like Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that.
As long as he agrees One Piece is the best anime ever made, we're cool. We can have him on.
We'll see. Yeah. Maybe we
send
can
that over. Put my 2 cents in. We'll see what happens.
Listen, we could put him and Chris into a boxing match tournament. See who wins. Dog. That might be. Do it for charity. That's kind of the phase right now. That's kind of the phase.
I'd win.
I don't know, Chris. Like, I like you, but
hey, man, this is instead of like you got to take one in the third for for $500,000. You got to take one for the followers, buddy.
Listen, if you want us to get to 200 subscribers, you're gonna have to get punched in the face.
You go down. You go down. You go down in the second.
All right.
Can't wait.
All right. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next week.
Okay, everybody.
See ya.